Alright guys, back in the shop again, posting another video. I've got my, what is this? I forgot the name of this thing. I believe it was my pulsar. Yeah, there you go. Pulsar 4500 peak 37 watt inverter generator G450RN silent series. Well, I'm off today, so I decided I would go through it and make sure it started. It didn't. I figured, it's got some dirty gas in it, or maybe the lines are clogged. So I messed with, I'll point this out right there, messed with that little guy, pulled him out and cleaned it, took that apart, pulled that out and cleaned it. Still didn't stay on. So, as you can see, I've torn it apart. Pretty easy. It's those screws right there, these two right here, these little nuts are in this box on that metal flange and that metal flange, and they connect right here. So those go on there. That's the only thing holding that carburetor on. So once you get all this crap off, which involves taking that apart, which is the normal Phillips screws on the outside, a whole buttload of those guys on one side, a whole other buttload of those on the other side, popping this off because for some reason they riveted that damn thing on there and I don't want to drill out those rivets. This thing comes out enough to where you can grab it, and get behind there. There's the fuel valve. That's the factory fuel filter. I'm going to replace that since I'm in here. It's got the fuel outlet towards the carburetor, which I have currently blocked off because I was originally just trying to drain that one line, see what the fuel looked like, and it was horrible. So I'm pretty sure that's my problem. Just some old fuel that I've had in there since quite literally last year. So what I did was I ran a hose, as you can see here. That's what's running. And that's the gas. The gas kind of looks a little yellowy brown, so I think all of y'all that do this know what we're talking about here. It's kind of turned to some turpentine stuff. Also, let me grab my little light. For those of you who may have seen my other video, that's my little Timu light that I use for everything around here. When you go to pull this off, there's these two bolts here, two bolts here on the other side of it. One right there and one right there, along with the 47,000 others. They're all 8mm screws that come off. If you want to pull that off further, I don't know if you can see it. Let me get my pliers here, which I happen to have. That little plug right there is all you got to unplug to do it, but I don't need to go any further. I'm good right there. I just need to get to those lines. I wanted to see where they go because I've never pulled this apart this far. It would sputter. It would run for a second when I sprayed some carb cleaner in it. So I'm pretty sure it's the carb, probably filthy, gummed up with all this, ethanol in the fuel. But I think we're going to be good. Once I get this thing done, I will post a video showing what went down. I'm draining a ton. Fortunately, I had it full, so I don't know what the capacity of this guy is, but as you can see, it's still flowing freely out of there. That's my little oil change bucket. Yeah, you can see all the oil down there, which is a little bit from what I've sprayed in here and dropped in here from gas, but that's mainly from the other side when I was doing the oil, well, this side when I was doing the oil change that you guys know so much about. It's horrible, but either way, I'm pretty sure I'll have this thing running here in a bit. But that's the carburetor, that's the throat. Like I said, this thing mounts up to it, and it's a whole bunch of bolts. It's not hard to do, pretty easy to do once you just don't lose track of your bolts. Got some there, got some there. My little other ones are right there, and the other ones are sitting over there with the thing, so it'll all go back together in a few minutes here. But I'm gonna continue draining this, and I I don't know what to do with all this gas I got. This is going to be at least a couple gallons, I'm sure. So, hope this helps. If you guys want to replace that fuel filter while you got this thing out there, now's the time to do it. Yeah. So I'm going to do that right now and kind of pull off this carburetor and see what we got. But thanks so much for watching. You guys have a great day.